Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new topic, that is demand. Okay, so before moving to demand, first thing you should know what is difference between demand, desire and want. Okay, so desire means for a common man there's no difference between demand, desire and want. But in economics we have different meanings, understood? So first comes your desire. Okay, what is desire now? Desire means a wish to have a commodity. Okay, even a beggar can have a desire to buy a car. Okay, so that is your desire, which means to have a wish to have something, some commodity and all. And another word we have want. Okay, now what is want? Want is an affective desire. So why it is called affective desire? So if you have money, you can buy a car. First things, you went to the market and you saw a new dress. Okay, but that is your desire. You just want to buy a dress, that is your desire. Second day, you went to the market with money and you are able to buy your dress, that becomes your want. Okay, now that's why want is an affective desire. Now the third point come your demand. Now what is demand? Now see, demand is defined as the amount of a commodity purchased by a person at a given point of time and at a given price. So this is the definition of your demand. It means the amount of commodity that you want to buy at a particular moment and at a particular price. That is your demand. Now, demand includes three important things. The first one, we have a desire to get a commodity. I have already told you in the beginning, first thing you should have some desire to have a commodity. That included in your demand. A desire to get a commodity. Okay, next, a means to buy it. You should have money to buy that commodity. Okay, and the third one is the willingness to use this means. That means you want to buy that commodity with the money that you have. So this is your demand. So the three difference between desire, demand and want, I think you must clear this now. Okay, now next topic we'll see, that is different kinds of demand. Okay, different kinds of demand. The first important kind, we have price demand. Okay, price is the most important factor. Okay, without price there won't be any. This is the most important features. The first one, we should have price demand. Now this is the first and the foremost factor. Okay, so price demand means price and demand, we have inverse relation. So why it is inverse relation? When the price of a commodity increases, demand for that commodity decreases, and when the price of a commodity decreases, demand will increase. So that is your price demand. It has directly related, it has inversely related with the demand. So price is the important factor. Understood? Number one is your price demand. Okay, so you should remember the inverse relationship. Okay, so now diagram will be, see out here, x and y. Okay, so this line will be considered your price line, and the next is called your quantity demand. Okay, when the price of a commodity, suppose this is the initial price. Okay, initial price, so you have this much quantity demand. Okay, when the price of a commodity increases, demand will decrease. Okay, and when price will decrease, demand will increase. So here we have inverse relationship. This is your price demand. Okay, this is the most important thing. Next we have income demand. So any consumer will behave according to their income. Okay, suppose the income of the consumer is high, the demand for a commodity will be high. Okay, and if the income of the commodity is, if the income of a consumer is low, the quantity demand will be low. So the person will according to their income. Okay, so there is in income demand, there is a direct relation between your income and price of a commodity. Okay, so here we have a direct relationship. Now see like this, here we measure income, quantity, demand. Okay, so this is your income y-axis and x-axis. So income, when the income is increase, you have more demand. When the income will decrease, you have less demand. Okay, so there is a direct relation between income of the consumer. Okay, so that is your income demand. Okay, now next we have cross demand. When we study cross demand, we have to take two commodities. We can assume X and Y. Okay, suppose X is your tea and Y is your coffee. Okay, so when the price of a tea increases, it will have an effect on coffee, because more consumer will shift on coffee because the price of the tea has increased. Okay, similarly, when the price of a coffee is more, people will prefer to have tea. Okay, so that is your cross demand. These are the three important kinds of your demand. That is, number one is your price demand, income demand, and cross demand. Okay, so that is your three different major important kinds of your demand. Okay, now next we have the factors affecting demand. This is another important thing. We can say determinants of demand or factor affecting demand. Okay, there are many factors which will affect your demand. The first factor we have price of a commodity. As I already told you, price and quantity demand, there is an inverse relation. So the same thing will go here also. Price of a commodity, the foremost significant factor which influences the demand is the price of the commodity. As the price of a commodity changes, it causes an inverse change in the demand for a commodity. Okay, so when the price of a commodity increase, demand will decrease. When the price of a commodity decrease, demand will increase. So there is an inverse relation. This is the number one factors that will affect your demand. Next we have price of the related goods. Okay, demand for a commodity is also influenced by the change in the price of the related goods. Now there are two types of goods, that is your substitute goods and the complementary goods. Related goods, in related goods we study substitute goods and complementary goods. Now what do you mean by substitute goods? Okay, now the substitute goods are your tea and coffee. I have told you in your cross demand also, substitute good is your tea and coffee. When the price of one commodity increase, the demand for another commodity will decrease, increase. Okay, so the substitute goods are those which can replace each other in use, like tea and coffee. Okay, like if you don't like tea, you'll go for coffee. Okay, so that in that way, substitute goods which can be used in place of other. Understood? That is your substitute goods. Now next we have complementary goods. Complementary goods are those goods which are jointly related. Say for example, car and petrol. Without petrol, car is not able to move. Pen and paper, okay, bread and butter. So these are called your complementary goods. This is another second determinants of your demand. Okay, next we have income of the consumer. Income of the consumer, it's same like your income demand. If the price of the consumer, this is another factor, if the price of the consumer increases, demand will increase. If the price if the income of the consumer increases, the demand will also increase. If the income of the consumer decreases, the demand will also decrease. That is your income of the consumer. Next factor we have taste and preferences. Remember, I'm doing the determinants of demand or factors affecting demand. Okay, now next factors, taste and preferences. Taste and preferences of the consumer also influences the demand to a great extent. They include fashion, habits, customs, advertisement, climate, new invention, etc. So Other things being equal, as the taste of the commodity increases, demand will also increase. On the other hand, demand for the commodity will decrease when the taste, if the consumer have no taste on that commodity. Now, taste and preference is another important factor which influence your demand. Okay. Now, so if the consumer have more taste on any certain commodity, the demand for that commodity will increase. Okay, and if the consumer has no demand for that commodity, the demand will decrease of that commodity. That is your taste and preferences. Another important factor is your population growth. Okay, population growth is another determinant to influence the demand of a commodity. Increase in population will leads to have more demand. When the population of a country increases, demand for any commodity will increase. Okay, and when the population is less, the demand will be less. So that is your another factor, that is population growth. Okay. Now these are your different factors which influence, determine, these are called determinants of or influence of the demand. Okay. Now that this much for today. Thank you so much.